Ty Lockett, and I have been at the Harker School for 17 years.
Hello, my name is Jeff Junio, and I've been at the Harker School for 6 years. Today we're going to prepare a classic New Orleans jambalaya with shrimp, chicken, and andouille sausage. We'll show you how to prepare the spiced rice, cook the proteins, and offer a vegetarian alternatives. We'll show you how to plate it up for any Mardi Gras celebration. While this dish is festive, it's also a great weekend dinner idea. So here are all the ingredients that we're going to use for the jambalaya. We have diced onions, diced celery, diced green bell peppers, and these three vegetables are called the Holy Trinity. We have diced red bell peppers, diced tomatoes, we have smoked paprika, black pepper, cayenne pepper, Worcestershire sauce, which has fish sauce in it also, so it's not vegetarian. We have vegetarian bouillon, we have tomato paste, we have Old Bay seasoning, chopped garlic, oils that's divided. We have andouille sausage, shrimp, diced chicken, and for garnish we have green onions and parsley. We'll start with the onions. We'll take the wrapper off. We'll start by holding the top of the onion, cutting horizontal. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife. Let the knife do the slicing. And then we're going to cut vertically. Then we're just going to make small dice. For the bell pepper, we'll cut the ends off. I like to slice down one of the sides, and then you could slice out the seeds and the ribs. We'll cut that in half to make it easier to handle. And then we'll cut that into small dice. And for the celery, I like to cut in half just to make it easier. We'll cut those into sticks. And then small dice. Tomatoes, we'll cut one end off. Make it easier, separate them. And then cut into small dice.
Okay, we're going to start preparing the rice for the jambalaya. First, we're going to start with a little olive oil. We just want to wet the bottom of the pan with a little olive oil to heat. Now we want to turn on the eye. We're going to let this heat for 2 minutes, and we'll get started after. Okay, while the oil is heating for the rice, we're going to start with adding to the water for the mixture. First, we're going to use Worcestershire sauce. We're going to add to 4 cups and a half of water. We're just going to add to this. Now we want to add your veggie bouillon to the water. Going to add your black pepper. Next, we're gonna add your tomato paste. And next, we're gonna add your smoked paprika. And last will be your cayenne pepper. After all your ingredients is in the 4.5 cups of water, now we want to mix. Get everything mixed in well. Okay. Now we want to add your 2 cups of rice. Make sure we get everything in. Now we want to mix the rice into the oil and get it nice and golden brown. We will do this for 2 minutes. And next, we want to add all our ingredients, the 4.5 cups of water with all the ingredients into it, into the rice. Now we want to stir well, making sure everything is in. And next, now we want to cover, and we will let the rice cook for approximately about 8 minutes. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to season the chicken. We're going to add a little oil to the skillet. And we have your diced chicken here, in which we want to mix, pour into a bowl. We want to mix a little light Old Bay seasoning into the chicken to season the chicken. Mix well. Now we want to add the chicken to the skillet. Okay, next, while the chicken is searing in the skillet, we want to add just 1 teaspoon of garlic. Mix well to the chicken while it's stir frying. Uh-oh. And next, we want to add your vegetables. So we're going to start with your onions added to the chicken and garlic. Next, we're going to come with your red bells. Next will be your celery, chopped celery. Mix well. Next will be your green bell peppers. And last of all, we're going to add your diced tomatoes to your skillet. Okay, next. Now we're going to prepare the andouille sausage and the sauteed shrimp. First, we're going to take the shrimp, add it into the bowl, and next, we're going to take just a little light Old Bay season. We just want to season the shrimp. We want to mix well. Okay, we're gonna give this a minute to settle in. And next, we're gonna add your olive oil, just enough to touch the bottom of the skillet. Let it heat up for a minute. Okay, next we have your andouille sausages. We're gonna sear your andouille sausages in the skillet. We wanna get this a nice brownish color. We wanna make sure it's cooked inside out. So we wanna flatten everything out into the skillet evenly. We're gonna let the andouille cook for 4 to 5 minutes, 2.5 on each side. Okay, we want to flip the andouille. You want your andouille to look something like this here, a nice, good golden brown color on each side. Like I said, 2.5 minutes on each side, and we should be good to go. And now that we're finished with the andouille sausage, we want to remove it from the skillet. Now that the rice is almost cooked, we want to reduce the heat and let it settle slowly. Also, we have your chicken and your vegetables. It's all ready to go to add to the rice. Now we have one last step before we start adding everything into the rice. We're going to saute the shrimp. And we want to save the grease, the oil, for from the andouille sausage. This is all flavors. So we want to flavor the shrimp also into that. Now we're going to add the shrimp into the skillet. What you want all your shrimp to be flattened at the bottom of the skillet to keep everything consistent. We're going to let this cook for 2 minutes on each side. Next, the rice is completely done. So now we want to turn off the eye and let it settle. We're going to let this settle for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we finished one side of the shrimp for 2 minutes. Now I flipped it over to the other side for another 2 minutes before this dish is done. Okay, the shrimp is ready to go, and now we're going to begin to prepare the jambalaya. Okay, welcome back everyone. Now we're in the final stage of the jambalaya. Now we want to add the rice into the mixing bowl. Next, we want to finish it off with the chicken and vegetables. We want to mix the rice and vegetables together, mix well.
Here we're gonna scoop the rice into the bowls. And now for the sausage and shrimp. We're just gonna leave some space, that way we could put some shrimp in between the sausage. And now for the shrimp. And remember, jambalaya could be vegetarian also. Instead of shrimp or chicken, you could use tofu. You could do different vegetables like squash, zucchini, eggplant, mushrooms. After the shrimp, we'll use a little green onion.
Next, we're going to finish it off with a little Italian parsley for garnish on the side, just to add to it to make a little presentation look a little better. And that's your jambalaya, folks. There's a lot of things you can serve with the jambalaya, like a grilled Cajun salmon, collard greens, or you could do a blackened chicken with smoked green beans. You can also do vegetarian items, like we said before. You can use zucchini, yellow squash, portobello mushroom. We call it like a portobello steak. That's a substitute for the meat. Any vegetable you want to throw into it to make it a vegetarian, it'll be great for you. We hope you find this recipe easy and delicious.